It's your boy NJ, man. We back with another video. We got the number 6 seed versus the number 3 seed. LeBron versus Luka. We just trying to see the game starting, you feel me? But yeah, man, this shit is crazy. I don't even know who won this game, to be honest. I don't know who won this game.
Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, and Mike Conley rounding out the starting five for Minnesota. Their basketball, this is rhythm, especially the offensive end of the floor.
But yeah, man, this was definitely a good game.
Was not able to participate in the playoffs a season ago due to injury. As a member of the Knicks, and we are underway.
It'll definitely help out the channel. It's like 3 a.m. when I'm recording. I just got up and 2K.
By Randall this time. Good contest.
If you want to see me play 2K, my Twitch is in the description of my channel.
Here's Reeves. He drives the closeout. Luka with the cut and the lay.
That was good. That was good. They did come up to a good start.
Second chance opportunities and giving Los Angeles extra possessions to start this game.
Doncic sees two, pardon me. That was Anthony Edwards saw two. Got through the lane.
Austin Reeves had that shot right at the beginning, but so smart, taking it into the middle of the lane, drawing two and kicking it.
And Randall. Doncic off the dribble handoff. Finney Smith checked into the ball game. Luka is on one right now to start this game.
We're really about to see a new champion.
Hachimura from deep. Laces it.
Another offensive rebound. One of only 4 teams. As you're talking about OKC, Boston, and Cleveland as the other 3.
All 60-win teams as McDaniels hits the wing 3 to make it a 5-point lead for the Lakers.
Defense against the Lakers has been pretty good to start, but they've given up so many offensive rebounds.
Doncic is locked in. We're on a fish grease alert right now. He's up to 12 already here in the first quarter.
Well, using him as a screener, then he just pops right back out.
Nas Reed with a classy move to the basket.
I think he had, what, 17?
DiVincenzo with a rebound. Edwards running the lane in full flight. Raises up and lays it home. That time they finished, Jay.
Well, and that's how he can get going a little bit.
Finch makes the call offensively. Edwards steps through and lays it home on the floor.
Just parked in the corner for a step-in 3.
Here's Randall, cross court to Alexander Walker from deep. He's been shooting it at over 40% this year.
So you have to take away his left. The catch and shoot opportunities, he knocks down those open ones.
Inside, Vando got his own miss. Vanderbilt back out to Finney Smith, open from deep. Rattles it home.
We're here in Los Angeles for the first round presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook with Chris Finch, the head coach of the T-Wolves. What did you make of that first quarter for your squad?
Yeah, too many second chance points. I think they had 11 of them. That's really where they got a bunch of their cheap threes, and we did a good job in the first shot defense. Got to take care of that.
Doncic 16 in that first quarter. How do you try to limit his effectiveness?
Yeah, we're gonna throw different things at him, but again, we got to take care of the glass when we make them.
Chris, good luck. Thank you. All right, guys, back to you.
It's interesting that LeBron, for the first time in a playoff game, did not score in the first quarter.
And then they got Jaden McDaniels.
A little bit earlier between the Clippers and the Nuggets. Reeves on the drive. Little giant killer, giant slayer over McDaniels. And speaking of drives, Alexander Walker into Randall. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Reed for 3 for the lead. Got it. And Minnesota has stormed back here in the early portion of the second quarter.
Dunks this year for the Lakers, but it gives them a little more rim protection with him in there.
McDaniels left that short, got it back, and laid it in over Hachimura.
Both freshmen together playing for Mike Hopkins is now with the Phoenix Suns.
James spins, fires, got it, and one. LeBron James on the board. Good deep defense by DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker on the fly. James!
He knew that all the way, timed that out perfectly.
Sees 2, good nail held by LeBron. Raises up anyway, and it comes off. Back out to Reed for 3, and Nas Reed laces the deep one. And Gobert got the block on James. Off and running again, a 3-on-2. Reed out to the three-point line. Splash down. Timeout Lakers. Here's Edwards with 6 minutes of the ball.
Yo, that boy on fire.
Facing Finney Smith.
Yeah, that boy on fire.
They shrink the floor on him. Randall on the drive. The kick to Reed. And another three ball by the reigning sixth man of the year.
That boy.
He's got the athleticism and strength to go through just about anybody. Go over him.
Yeah, we switching everything.
Here's the king with the ball. James out front against Reed.
Boys are fast. Switching
A long two is good.
Nah, it's really
James with a
looking
rebound.
better.
Another opportunity for Los Angeles. 10 on the shot clock. Finney Smith. Back to James. Foul and one.
Tough buckets, man.
There's the inbounder.
These some tough buckets.
DiVincenzo. Here he is off the wide action, and DiVincenzo pulls it and laces the deep three. Dante with some dynamite to end the first
I
half.
got DiVincenzo.
And they outscored the Lakers 20-10 in the paint and really shut off the offensive glass in that second quarter, where they outscored LA by 18.
Edwards sprays it out to McDaniels. The corner three is pure. Shot clock down to 5. Edwards got to get busy, got downhill. Floater comes off, got it back.
That's crazy because a lot of
Randall
people have
from
the
deep,
Lakers winning.
and they cash in on a second
A lot of
opportunity.
people do.
Reeves was 1 of 6 in that first half. And Minnesota went after him on the defensive end.
Edwards is butter. Minnesota on a roll.
They didn't score
Shoot.
any fast break points in that first half, as you mentioned,
Damn,
Jay, and that they need to
14-0,
get back to
Brian.
being the aggressors. We've seen that certainly carry on here as LeBron James nails a
That's
three-pointer from the
that's
corner.
Rudy Gobert.
Last time these
I
two
think
teams
he
met,
won the NBA
ironically in the
together.
conference
Rudy
finals,
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert converting on the high handoff.
I needed him for him and Dorian.
Back out to Edwards, one more to Randall. Got Luka in the air. Float game, comes out, got it back. Randall and one. Julius Randall putting some muscle in his hustle.
It takes some time after a trade for everybody to get used to one another.
They turn over Doncic. Connolly pulls the three, and it's all coming up good for the Timberwolves.
Jordan.
2 on the shot clock. Hachimura has to pull. And that's a great stop for Minnesota.
About as tough a 2 as you're going to take.
Off the dribble 3, Anthony Edwards, hotter than fish grease. Looking for the post up, and Reeves almost threw it away. He does. McDaniels, and Minnesota has numbers. McDaniels onto the corner. Edwards sets his feet. Wet. That thing splashes again.
And he's been just 2 of 19 from 3 in April.
Found his groove at the right time. So did this guy. Naz Reed connects again. Jay, I asked you, what's happened to the prolific production of Doncic that we saw in the first quarter?
Resolute on the offensive end. You've got a big lead here. You cannot be turning the ball over like that.
They just did.
That
Here's
was a
James.
good play too with the screen.
Puts his shoulder down, put his head down, got the lay.
Oh, goddamn.
Minnesota just
19.
playing 5 out. And Austin Reeves went for another shot fake.
Got an easy one there. Somebody
17.
snooze button defensively for Minnesota.
Like they're down 17, now 19 and that.
Lead back up to 19. Doncic has to work expeditiously and to go off glass at the buzzer.
They're still down 16. Bro.
Momentum shift there. How did you guys able to trim that lead there in the third?
They're still down
We
16.
finally played with an intensity level that warrants the playoffs. Like our physicality, our effort, it was regular season to start.
And then how do you close them out? What is the most important
23
factor, Jay?
fast
We gotta get
break
stops,
points, that's crazy.
and it's not really scheme stuff.
That's a
It's
lot
not.
of
There's
fucking
nothing scheme schematically they're doing that's exploiting us. We just got to be better on that end.
Good luck, JJ. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
That could potentially be crippling for the Timberwolves. Randall going to do a little bit more heavy lifting at that end of the floor. Knocks down the midi. Luka trying to press up on Ant. With pristine, pulchritudinous footwork, Edwards knocks down the midi.
It looked like it was going to be a little cross screen and then down screen for the screener, but he cut it short to get that 3.
Edwards off the bounce, spins. Back out to a wide open Randall. Cash out.
Oh my God.
Got his air fryer out, ready to cook. Ant-Man gets it back, pulls the 3, and it's wet. Playing some of the best basketball of the season towards the end of the year. James drives the closeout and punches it home.
Lakers now looking like a little 2-3 zone. They did a lot of that against Oklahoma City.
McDaniels attacks it, got the short midi. Edwards, Hachimura.
Another
Edwards with the tween. Over to Reed, catch and shoot three on the way, and he laces another one. Wow, and a little room service off the careless pass. DiVincenzo flying charter. And the lead balloons back to 111-90. LeBron comes with the double and held. Good catch by McDaniels. Little sidestep, little afro step into the paint.
Well, they're outstanding defensively. The problem for Orlando is they haven't been able to score efficiently.
Yeah. They really struggle at that end of the floor a lot of times as Dalton connects.
That shot right there is how
finished
they
one
got
game
the
off
fucking
of the Lakers. I mean, they had 49 wins on the season,
It's just crazy.
but they finished the year 17-4. And when healthy, they've been as good as anybody. It's a remarkable basketball game.
Minnesota team.
But if y'all like the video, man, the road to 500 subs to get affiliated. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Helps out the channel a lot. Want to see more of my time content? I'm live on stream every day. I will be live tomorrow as soon as I get off of work at 4. See you on the next one, man. Deuces.